Hi, it's me, Ben. Welcome back to, I guess, video games with me, Ben. Video games with a person with Asperger's? I have no idea. Anyway, hi again. So, we are looking at the tour for the Animal Crossing video. If you recall, we were here at this bridge last time, and I said we would pick it up again here last time, so here we are. And we had gone over by the airport, the resident services, and that one area of land. And looking at it, I wanted we looked at that field also. I want to show you guys something here before we move on. I added to it. See, I added these two sets of mushrooms over here to make it look kind of symmetrical. And I think it looks pretty good. It accentuates it, but it doesn't add like a lot to it. So it's like, okay, this looks really cool now. And you change the view. Oh, we're not up there yet. So, but that's I'll show you the forest later. But that's kind of cool with that view, looking at the mushrooms with the trees. Let's see if we can't move out here. Yeah, see. One thing that's really cool also is that these are from the winter set, the ice, like you have the ice arch, ice walls, and ice columns, like we were talking about, and they look really cool. So I'm like really glad that it seemed to work out. And the one thing I think we forgot to look at last time was this little thing that I created. Again, part of the lagoon issue, part of the lagoon. Anyway, this is like a key that I decided to make, and I had a whole bunch of flower plots and all that stuff, and so I just decided to do some, just keep it all up here, and then do like the waterfall surrounding it, both sides, and it looks with like water on both sides here, and it looks really cool. Yeah, I'm really liking it. Oh, I think there goes Stella. Let's see. I always get confused on which way to do my tools. And it's cool. And I'm not trying to do like too many chores here, doing like a step-by-step thing. Yeah, but then we saw the island, the lagoon over here, and that, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can't catch it all. There we go. Oh yeah, while we're over here, there is something else. Another kind of flower thing, but it's more like a track. See, a lot of these I don't have an idea on what really to do with a lot of these things, so I just did more aesthetic designs, like made this a walking path kind of. These types of flowers right here are called Lily of the Valleys, and they show that you have a 5-star island. So I definitely have a 5-star island. I have a bunch of these lilies. Lily of the Valleys. And we go up here. So now we're to the lower left-hand side of the island. There's a secret kind of passageway here, so you're not running into flowers. So if you want to sprint like that, I have it behind that. This is my house right here, but yeah, so. But over here, you can sprint up to this point. Then you have a whole bunch of lilies of the valleys over here. Now, this whole heart area, pond, this whole heart pond, was originally on my island. It was part of the original design, and so I knew I wanted my house right by it, and so this might be one of the only original things besides like resident service where it is in the airport. You know, where the rocks and like the secret beach are on the island. Then we see that this is also original. Now I did have to fill this in to put like the lamp here and all that stuff. So I did, and the fence over there when I was designing, but that was just more aesthetics, and I put it back. So yeah, and all these Lily of the Valleys right here used to be pink mums, because this up here was purple. This up here is purple. Now is purple, and then over here, all these were pink, but then I switched them to Lilies of the Valley. And up here, this kind of ridge used to be one more over, and I used to have all my umbrellas put here and to showcase them, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, and we go down here. There's Marshall. More of these ice columns and the blue mushroom lamps. Let's go try. There's something down there. There's something like that down there I want to try and get real quick. I don't necessarily need the money, but it's nice to catch these. It's nice to catch bugs if you can. And I saw a rare one that I can sell. So if we can get it, that'd be great. Which we got. See the orchid mantis. I still try and get money. Again, not that I really need it, but I don't like to spend what's really in my account. So I like to keep a little on hand. I am not gonna get that. Oh, never hurts to try. We'll do a tour of my house. Not today, not this time, but we'll do a tour of my house and all that stuff to show you. Okay, so here's some more lily. Here's some more lily of the valleys right along this area right here, and yeah. Now this was partly this whole without the lily of the valleys. This whole flower plot was one of my original ones that I put there. This is an actual T-Rex model, not a fake one. However, these are all fake pictures. I'm not a big fan of Red. And these are all like different fakes that I got from Red, and it's just like, oh man, this sucks. Anyway, and I had the longest time because the museum. Here we are at the museum. Okay, so at the museum used to be over by Resident Services, and then yeah, and then I just recently brought this all up, rose it up onto the first level, and then put the museum here and did all this work and doing the pavement around it and all that to make it look really cool, and having a couple benches over here. And yeah, these I don't know how to do like any glitch tricks or anything like that. So this is all just farming, from fossils that I collected. All this amber. Now I will say that I did time travel a couple times. I'm not a big fan of time traveling, but I have done time travel. I had to do it when I was redoing my bridges and other times, and so I amassed a few fossils, and then I decided then I decided to put them all here as more decoration. So if I get any more amber, I generally put them. So these are actually genuine amber, not cloned amber, or anything like that. Yeah, I don't really know where to go else from here, because it's at like 8:45 now. Well, okay, I guess we could start. Okay, so yeah, here's a little tool bench outside. I have a couple of them out. I have one over here and one on the right side. This is the left side of my island, of course, and so I have another tool bench on the right side of the island, and here and I have a couple of houses here on the beach because they couldn't fit in my residential area. This is Marshall's house right here. We'll do more of a tour on this area a little bit later too. And this is I forget her name, but it's Duck, and so I put him over here, just because there was no room over in my So if you look at my map, so we've covered this area, this main area right here, and then and then this little spot right here, and then we covered this field, and then we just looked at it again with all the mushrooms and stuff. And I came over here, and then we saw the Pirates Cove, and then we looked up here at the key, the flower in the middle of the waterfalls, and now we just did all this side right here. Up here is where the residential is for all the animals, but then these two houses again didn't fit. and we'll talk about that later. So anyway, yeah. So this is the left side, the left bottom corner of my island, and here's my house. So maybe we'll do my house next time before we move on. One of my houses before we move on. So anyway, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to talk to you all again soon. So, bye.